Good afternoon. On behalf of Citizens Against a Bad Deal, I'm very pleased to have you here with us this afternoon. We appreciate you joining us. I'm honored to have with us today Governor Angus King, General Wallace, former mayor of the city of Biddeford. My name is Patricia Boston. I'm a city councilor in Biddeford. Councilor Emerson is with us, and a group of concerned citizens. Citizens Against a Bad Deal was formed less than a month ago in response to the full court press that the city of Biddeford was exerting to promote a Racino in our city. We all share a concern that our city is moving too fast and is not providing enough information for the voters to make an informed decision. We are all from Biddeford. We are truly a grassroots effort. We have been compared to a David and Goliath struggle that we're waging here, and that's not without good reason. The opponents are well funded by an out-of-state developer. They've spent in excess of $150,000 to date. They've hired 5 staff members. Again, we are a grassroots effort. They have used distortions, scare tactics, and untruths. We're here today to set the record straight. A vote on tomorrow's referendum question is binding. It is not subject to debate or open to interpretation. It's binding. That means a yes vote will forfeit future votes on the part of the citizens and entrust city officials with final authority on this issue. We believe it's much too early in the process to turn this over to the city. We've been in this position before with Merck. We were promised tax relief and jobs. And mostly what we got was stink and 20 years of trying to get it out of our city. We must slow this process down. We must get the facts. We must weigh the pros and cons and be thoughtful. A project of this size can't be rushed. We're thankful to have with us today 2 of Maine's most respected leaders, and I'd like to turn the microphone over first to Governor King. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, here we are again with another casino proposal. We've got 2 this year, and they just seem to keep coming back. My problem with these things is that they're harmful. They're harmful to our people. They're addictive. They take an enormous human toll. Since the Racino was opened in Bangor, calls to the addiction hotline in the National Addiction Hotline have risen from under 100 to over 1,200 a year. If it was really about economic development and new jobs, perhaps that's a price that would be worth paying. But the truth is, these things don't create economic development and new jobs. They just take money from one part of the economy, from the local economy, and put it to someone else. Often it's someone else who's based out of state. In Bangor, for example, they talk about 350 jobs created, but they don't mention the closure of Miller's Restaurant and 2 hotels to make way for the Racino. So in terms of net gain in economic development, I don't think there's been very much. The bottom line is that this is a bad deal for Biddeford, and in the long run, I think it's one that they will regret if they say yes, because as the councilor just said, once this decision is made, then the train is very much on the track, and it will be impossible to stop, even if issues arise later in the process. So it's not for me to tell the citizens of Biddeford how to vote, but this is a statewide issue. It's going to affect everyone in Maine, and particularly in southern Maine, and it really is a bad deal for Maine. The price is just too high, and the benefits are too small. Now, I think my job to introduce General Nutting. Now, it's my job to introduce General Nutting, who is, as you know, was the mayor of Biddeford, and certainly knows about economic development, what it takes to create real jobs, and I'm delighted that he's willing also to speak out on this issue. General?
Thanks, Governor.
Yes, sir.
It seems a rather short time ago that we were going through this same issue in other parts of the state. Saco, you will recall, not many years ago, considered such a proposal and voted against it. we all have voted against the idea of a casino as a route to quickly developing and energizing a community. And I'm here to say that I've had an opportunity to see the effects of gambling all over the world, and I have never seen any positive result from gambling, whether you're talking about table games or slot machines. As the governor has said, it takes a toll of individual people through the addiction that some people are unable to contend with. It drains the family coffers. It just results in a poor attitude as well as a empty bank. Certainly in a broader sense, communities suffer, and many people are pointing to Las Vegas, Nevada, which is supposed to have been the ultimate in the development through gambling. They're having problems now just as any other gambling sponsoring community is doing.
Their unemployment rate's 14%.
Yeah, that's right. The unemployment rate is over 14% in Nevada. Fortunately, in Maine, we are in the neighborhood of 7%. Biddeford and Saco here in southern Maine have so many resources available for us to develop. I think we need to look beyond this idea of quick riches and recognize that here in the Mill District in Biddeford and Saco, we do have jewels that are waiting for development. Actually, the development, as you know, began 6 or 7 years ago and is moving swiftly, but it can move a lot faster than it has. Obviously, we are feeling the effects of the recession here, but this Mill District, as it does develop on both sides of the river, will become the economic engine of southern Maine. The governor indicates also that our resources are just waiting for investment, and we need to push that effort. Certainly, resorting to gambling is not the way to do it. It will suck the resources and the life out of this community, and it will damage the progress that has been made in redevelopment of the Mill District already. So I hope we will recall that in the last decade or so, the people of Maine, locally as well as more broadly in the state, have faced this issue previously, and so far in every case have voted against it. And we trust that people will be considering the advantages of gaining more information before taking any serious step in this direction. We do need more information. We need to put off any serious consideration. So I would urge everyone locally, especially my friends in Biddeford, to vote no. Thank you.
Governor King, General Wallace Nutting, thanks very much for being with us today and joining your voice with ours. In parting, we all, again, Citizens Against a Bad Deal, a grassroots effort, Citizens from Biddeford Concerned, we urge you all to vote no on the ballot question for the Biddeford Racino proposal.